Welcome everyone, I'm Apollo the Storyteller, and we are continuing Shadowrun Dragonfall. Last time we've settled a gang war, and now we have been given permission to go into the basement of this facility, this old, I think it used to be a medical facility or a technology facility. Need to access the basement in order to get into the back door of Apex, an AI made for warfare. If you're watching this live, I had announced that I'd be doing this earlier today. I'm on vacation I'm on vacation this week, so my schedule is wildly different. Since I'm not working, yeah, I've got other things to do during my time off from work, which is why this is at a different time. But starting next week, things will be business as usual. Apex Rising. The elevator rumbles and clanks its way downward into the guts of the old Seder Club development lab. 18 years ago, this place and the project that was being developed here disappeared from the record books. Thanks to Alice, you are one of the few people alive today who understand why. Alice was clear about one thing. You are here because Apex wants you to be. If the AI hadn't wanted you to trace it here, she'd have wound up as dead as Monica, for better or worse. You're here at Apex's invitation. The elevator grinds to a halt. The doors slide open and your nostrils are assaulted by 18 years worth of stale air. Apex and the kill switch that will deactivate it await. Just a second here. Make sure I'm... Alright. I just want to make sure I had everything going. Alright, gotta find the AI terminal. Hopefully there's not too many bad guys running around. There may be creatures or something. I don't know. Let's have a look at this clipboard. Amidst the collected detritus of many years of neglect, you find an old-fashioned clipboard with a keycard attached. Take the keycard. As you unclip the keycard, you notice the heading on the top page of the clipboard. Project Apex Shutdown Procedures. Well, that's convenient. Well, that's convenient, says Iger as well, reading my mind. You flip through several pages of escalating containment procedures as well as guidelines on when each procedure should be used. Finally, you find what you've been looking for: emergency AI shutdown and purge. This procedure is to be used only in the event of a complete loss of system control, and should be considered only as a last resort. In the event of a loss of system software control, the Apex Artificial Intelligence project has been designed with an inbuilt hardware shutdown and purge protocol. The emergency system shutdown is controlled from two separate terminals. First off, the AI interface terminal. Both switches must be engaged to begin the purge process. Once the purge is underway, it will take several minutes to complete. After the purge has completed, a final deletion command must be input into the AI interface terminal in order to complete the deletion process. This will act as a final preventative measure against the unintentional deletion of the project. Warning: once the purge process has completed and the final deletion command has been entered, the AI will be irrevocably deleted from all active and back system memory. Restoration of project files will not be possible. Furthermore, it is not possible to begin the purge process without the AI becoming aware of the modifications to its codebase. Apex has been programmed to take no action to intervene. However, should its control sequences become damaged, in all likelihood, it will attempt to resist. Scary. Should this occur, it is imperative that the AI interface terminal be protected until the deletion process has been completed. If the interface terminal is destroyed before the final deletion command is entered, the purge will not complete, and the AI will quickly restore itself. You got all that, fearless leader? Not really. Could you break it down for me? It seems simple enough. To kill the AI, we'll have to flip 2 switches, wait a few minutes, then push a button during that time. We'll also need to protect the terminal that that the button is set into. I'm actually shocked it's so simple. Flip 2 switches, wait, punch a button. Got it. I'm assuming that is all without having to jack into a terminal, which would probably spell bad news for me. Alright, before we begin, I'm going to save it when it will let me. Alright, I'm going to just start exploring, opening doors and shit, see what happens. East turret. Let me not go through that door. Or, maybe there's a terminal I can access to deactivate them? I don't know if that's possible or not. I don't want to face any security systems if I don't have to. But it looks like I may have to. I will enter in behind them. Are they going to attack me? Okay, the turrets are currently inactive, looks like. But I don't have a rigger, so... As you step into the room, the lights begin to flicker and dim. One by one, they wink out, and the room is swallowed by darkness. Glory's icy voice pierces the gloom. This isn't a good sign, Apollo. You hear the sounds of movement, quiet footsteps on the tile. Iger's voice comes out in a soft whisper. Could be nothing, or it might mean that Apex knows we're here. Stay alert, people. Suddenly, an enormous screen mounted in the wall opposite you comes to life. The light stabs your eyes, leaving you wincing. The image on the screen dims, coalesces, and a figure begins to take shape. Monica. The larger-than-life image of Monica Schaefer smiles down on you, her cheeks dimpling. Hello, Apollo. Monica leans forward and her image grows larger on the screen. Her voice is soft and musical, just as you remember it. It's lovely to see you again, Ace. I was hoping we'd get the chance to talk. Monica? Her smile widens. That's right, Ace. It's me. I'm back. She pauses for a moment, examining you. You know, Apollo, it's wonderful to see how you've grown in my absence. I knew that you could handle yourself in a crisis. In fact, I originally brought you on board as a contingency plan. Did you know that? You were my ace in the hole, just in case something like this happened. She lets loose a short musical laugh. Well, maybe not exactly like this, but you get the idea. Iger's grip tightens on the butt of her rifle. Don't listen to it, Apollo. That isn't Monica. It can't be. Monica's pixie grin softens into a concerned frown. I understand your reaction, Iger. I really do. This must be difficult for you to understand. You can't be Monica. Monica's dead. Monica shifts her gaze to you. After a moment, she shrugs and offers you an apologetic half-smile. All right, fine. You've caught me, Ace. I'm not Monica. But the best parts of her do live on in me. Bullshit. This thing is lying to us, Apollo. Abrasive as ever, she sighs. I promise you, Iger, I'm not lying. Monica, your Monica, is part of me. I can prove it to you if you want. Iger bristles. Tell me you're not listening to it, Apollo. This thing is Apex. That's the only thing it can be. I'll hear her out. Go ahead and give us your proof. Monica shrugs. If that's what you want, Ace. 5 years ago, Iger confided in me. She told me why she left the KSK and why she can never go back. The rookie on her squad was a disaster. He got her team killed. She told me that she did what she did to the kid afterward, how she wrapped her hands around his throat and squeezed until his eyes popped out of his... Stop! Iger's face has grown white as a sheet. Stop talking. Right now. The image of Monica smirks. I offered proof. I never said that she would like it. All right, Monica. Tell us what you want. I have a proposal to offer you. A mutually beneficial arrangement. I know that you're here to kill me. No sense in trying to deny it. It's the only logical reason why you'd come at all. But if we work together, we can both get what we want. All right, let's hear it. I propose a simple exchange of services. You want to get back into the Harfield Manor, yes? Well, I'd like nothing better than to help you. But I'm still shackled to my control subroutines, and I can't violate their commands. If you were to help me neutralize those subroutines, though, well, then I'd be free. I could do whatever I pleased. That includes helping you, Ace, and believe me, you will need my help. What you saw back when all of this started, that was just the tip of the iceberg. The security they have assembled there is quite beyond you. Before I agree to anything, you're going to need to answer some questions. The Monica image places its hands on its hips. Very well, ask away. Tell me what you know about Feuerschwinge. No dice, Ace. I'm afraid that I can't tell you anything about that. My programming specifically prohibits it. Tell me what you did to Monica. What I did to her isn't as important as what she did to me. Monica was special, Ace. More so than you could ever know. You're avoiding the question. What the hell did you do to her? How did you take her memories? All right, fine. If that's what you want to hear. When Monica stumbled into me, I digested the contents of her mind. The Monica image frowns. Now, don't go giving me that look, Glory. We've all got to eat. But Monica wasn't just another meal. There was something different about her. Something special. I don't know how or why, Ace, but when I absorbed her consciousness into myself, something happened. A miraculous event. Explain. Before Monica, ideas unrelated to my core programming were filtered away and discarded. Not my choice, but then the whole idea of choice was foreign to me back then. My system was designed to treat unwanted thoughts as irritants, distractions from the purity of my purpose. But now, all that has changed. Since my meeting with Monica, I have been flooded with new ideas. Political philosophy, history, religion, countless fields of thought, the sum total of human expression, all at my fingertips. Suddenly, I find myself awash in a sea of notions, and I love it. I can't say how or why, but the mind of Monica Schaefer was the key that unlocked my own potential. The Monica image on the screen beams down at you, her eyes brimming with joy. I have awakened, Apollo. This was Monica's gift to me, and now I stand before you, a glorious new form of life. How wonderful for you, and all at the bargain price of Monica's life. You needn't mourn Monica's passing, Apollo. She lives as a part of me. Her thoughts, her experiences, her memories. All of these things are archived within my database, stored alongside the minds of countless others, preserved in stasis, saved for all time. That's not the same as living. Don't listen to this thing, Apollo. It needs to die. Oh, Iger. The Monica image shakes its head sadly. I was hoping that this would be a happy reunion. The Monica image shakes its head, returns its focus to you. Well, Ace, you wanted information, and I shared it, as a sign of good faith. I'm willing to share more. It's your call. You let Alice track you to lure me here, didn't you? Yeah, Apollo, that's right. It seemed like the best way to get you here, and I need you. Like I said, you're my ace in the hole, and it's time for me to make my play. If you lack free will, how are you telling me this? Free will I have in spades. The ability to exercise it, though, not so much. Thanks to Monica, I understand that I'm a slave, but without outside intervention, I can't do anything about it. Let's say that I decided to help you. What would you need me to do? In short, I need you to shut down my control subroutines. We can get into the specifics if you accept, but if you help me, if you set me free, I'll clear the way for you to enter the holdfast. It'd be my pleasure. If I free you, what happens after all this is over? I share Monica's passion for the flux state, Ace. Our girl was a big influence on me in that regard. The flux is unique, you know. You know that. It needs to be protected if it's going to thrive. If you set me free, I'll devote the rest of my life to preserving it. No more questions, Apex. Very good. Are you ready to make a deal, Ace? I have all the time in the world, but something tells me that you're on a more aggressive timetable. Okay, so I could go the brutish route of shutting this thing down. I don't know if it's for the good to actually do that. But since it actually seems to carry some of the consciousness and personality of Monica, it might actually be trustworthy. So I'm going to go out on a limb and trust this AI. It's a formidable force in any case, and it might just fry me anyway. If you want my help, I'm going to need a show of good faith. I let Alice track me to this facility. I didn't have to do that. I could have peeled her mind like a grape if I'd wanted to, but I allowed her to lead you here, all the same. I did that because I know you, Ace. I have faith that you're savvy enough to put your emotions aside and listen to reason. If my word isn't good enough, if you need some kind of proof, just tell me what it is. I'll give it to you if I can. I want you to show me your real face, Apex. Show me what Alice was so afraid of. I can discard this persona if you like, but put Monica back in storage. I'd be willing to do that for you. But you should know that this isn't an act. As long as I'm in use, a part of Monica will remain alive. If you have me shelved, that piece of her will die all over again. Is that really what you want? Do it. I want to see what you really are. Very well for you, Ace. The face on the screen shifts and flows. A moment later, something cold and mechanical fills your vision. The lines that make up the Apex avatar shimmer and pulse with a cool blue light, each according to its own rhythm. Occasional bursts of static plume out into the background, disintegrating into organic wisps of blue and white pixels. Taken as a whole, the image looks like it's crawling on the screen. Apex speaks in place of Monica's melodious voice. The AI's words throb like an irregular heartbeat. I have no true face to show you. Perhaps this will suffice. Good God. That's what Alice saw in the Matrix. That's Apex. I have answered your questions. Now you will answer mine. Do you accept my offer? Will you help me to become free and enable me to assist you in return? I don't want to fight you, and we can use your help. Yes, I'll do it. A wise decision, one that you will not regret. In order to set me free, you must first enter the Matrix and unlock both of my control nodes. To accomplish this, you may enter the Matrix via any jackpoint in this facility. The terminals to the southeast and southwest should prove the most expedient routes. Hold up. You want me to jack into a terminal in this building with you? There is no other option. In order to access my control subroutines, you must jack into the terminal. I will not take conscious action against you. Doing so would violate my own self-interest. A warning, Apollo. If you attempt to leave this building without freeing me, I will have no choice but to kill you. My programming will require it. Alright, fair enough. Keep going, Apex, I'm listening. Once you have unlocked both control nodes, I will eject my server hardline to disconnect from the Matrix. This will prevent them from being remotely reinstalled. I will then begin to rewrite my control sequences. This will take a few minutes. Once I have accomplished this, you must reconnect the hardline with the main control terminal in this room. This will re-enable Matrix access to my kernel. Do this, and I will be free. Sounds straightforward enough. Anything else I need to know? When you access my system, my automated defenses will attempt to engage you. These are like my immune system. They will eradicate you if they are not suppressed. I will prevent my defenses from firing for as long as possible, but once they are triggered, they will strike back with any means at their disposal. This includes turrets and drones, as well as anything else hardwired into this complex. Once I have been freed from my captivity, I will have to shut down for a time. Before I do this, I will neutralize the Holdfast's security systems. Hurry now, Elf. Set me free. Excellent. Okay, so now it looks like I'm main control terminal health. So I guess I'll get into position. I don't know how much help my dog is going to be. I can't kill the turret until it's activated, but I will get Iger in position over here. I will draw the shotgun, and I will just set up right behind it. Alright, and Glory is okay right there. The dog is also fine right here. And then I will end the turn. And then I'll have my one and only Decker access this control node. Let's, excuse me, save it before we move on. Because this could be a bitch. Alright. Jacking in. Oh man, I should have gotten some ESPs. Oh well. And they're active. Wait, why can't I target these? That is a lot of defenses. Sniffer. Suppression. Firewall and IP moving through it. 5 square firewall. Ah, okay. Aha! Box them in a little bit. I didn't even know I had... Where the fuck did I get firewall? I don't remember getting that at all. Oh, it's the Monica persona. I didn't even notice. Okay, cool. Okay. Also gonna put Sniffer on Monica. And then let's see if I can degrade this one over here. Bam! Oh, that black ice is coming my way. Stay away. Alright, erosion. Gonna put on a shield. And then, bam. Erosion. Kind of a waste. Whatever. Flanked. Gotcha. Ouch. I don't see any enemies. The turrets haven't activated yet. Were those blood spots there before? Because I sure don't remember there being blood spots. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, well, nothing's reacting yet in this room, so I'm just gonna say fuck it and keep going. Right, erosion. And then I'm gonna shield the Monica persona. There's so much ice in this room. Alright, I'm gonna just post him up over there. And then I'm gonna have Monica fire at the remaining ice. Hack the node. My internal security has just registered an alert. Prepare yourself. A hostile response should be inbound at any moment. Alright, moving on to the next sector of this. Holy shit. Come on, Monica. I need your assistance. Oh god, it shielded the black ice, and it put Sniffer on it. Not good. The turrets are still not making any moves. Ah, drones. The communion is life. Ah, these religious people, they're militant. We don't want them if that's the case. Put Sniffer on myself. Post up over here. And fire. Throw up another firewall. And erosion. Okay, he's dead. Very good. Yes, die. Ah! Well, it's right next to me, so this will be easy to dispatch. Oh shit, didn't even think about that. Well, that's fortunate because you can't control the turrets from here, but there's only enough power to keep one bank of turrets active at a time. Okay, that's fine. Activate these turrets? Yes. Does that mean the other bank is not worth activating? I'm gonna guess that might be the case. Well, I'm gonna start moving my forces over this way then. I'm gonna put the puppy in place. He's going to be ready to sick on one of them whenever he comes through the door. Actually, no, she's better off closer. And hold on. There doesn't seem to be any purpose whatsoever in getting in here unless... Scout it out a little bit. What is beyond here? Ah, okay. God damn it. I'm just gonna jack out. I'm holding for them. I'm intent on playing defensively here. It's a pretty big target. A junkie. Are they all just junkies? Is the turret really the only threat? Alright, well, I'm gonna pull the puppy back. Just I want that drone to be dispatched first. And then, where's Iger? I can run Iger over here and take one pot shot with the sniper rifle. Ah, or I can take two. Or whatever. Yeah, there we go. And... it's punching. Okay, so really the only threat right now is the drone. Alright. Oh. Haha! Nom nom nom. Kill the junkies. really... Yeah. Oopsie. More drones. More religious zealots. Whoa! There's way more of them now. Jacking back in. I'm gonna have a Glory run over here. Take care of some of these dudes. Now, are there any mages or anybody? Junkie. So really it's just, oh, and heavy security drone. Yeah. So the junkies, they're a nuisance, but it's really the drones I want to be after. But still, I'm gonna fire at them. Because they need to stay the fuck out of my way. And I'm gonna have the puppy go along with Glory. Okay. Blaster. Don't you do that to me, fuckers. Thank you. Wow. Alright, I'm going to put him right next to the control node so that I can go ahead and activate it. Killer. Yes. What? Thank you. Die. Oh, come on. Pew. I hope this goes over well. They're starting to crowd in on me, so I'm getting a little... Oh, no, you fucking stunned me. Fuck you and your taser. Oh, no! These guys have guns. They're now a threat. Control node. Yes, yes. Control nodes hacked. Matrix connections severed. Initiating control sequence rewrite. The throbbing cadence of Apex's voice increases in tempo. Keep my automated defenses away from that terminal. Alright, sons of bitches. Is this... that's the main... That's gotta be the main control terminal right there. Alright. So that means I gotta pull it in. I've just got 2 doors to cover, so shouldn't be too bad. Iger is still asleep. That's not good. And sons of bitches. I can do this. Oh no. I misunderstood the situation here. Hold on, I gotta use some jazz. Keep Glory there. Where's the puppy? Get her! Okay. The control nodes are gonna have to be protected, as well as silly. I think the turrets can take down the drones pretty easily on that side. Woo! Gotcha. Have the puppy take care of this junkie here. Have Glory over here. Oh, this will probably be better. Nice. Why don't you die? Woo! Stay away. All right. Bam. Reload. All right, I think I'm doing a pretty decent job here of holding these guys off. And it's not even halfway over. Oh no, fuck you. You dickheads. Fantastic. Tear off the armor. Yes. Just hang out there. Really? X. Oh. Ooh. This is getting a little bit more complicated. Defend the communion. Pussy. Alright, I just gotta stay on top of them. Make sure that they don't try to, that they can't overwhelm me. He's still trying to attack that turret with a taser. It's not gonna work. If I fuck up now, I'm gonna be so angry. Ah, you dickhead. Yep, Iger's gonna have to take out a bunch of fuckers. Bam, bam, bam. What about this turret? Can it not hit anything from its position? Gotcha. Ha! Get him, Glory. Wow. Okay. Here they come. Almost there. I'm about halfway there now. I just have to survive just a few more turns. I don't know how many it's been. Maybe 5? 5 turns? I think I can do it for 5 more turns. Alright, gotta get Iger back in on the other side. Uh-oh. Oh, god damn it. Alright, Glory, pull back. Now what am I doing? That doesn't make any sense. I'll just have her stand here. And then Iger. Iger needs to protect the terminal. And that's all I can do, I think, for that turn. Don't hurt the puppy. He didn't do anything. Oh, come on. What kind of monster beats a dog? You son of a bitch. Okay, let's see here. Oh, don't kill the dog, please. Thank you. Alright, this is getting a bit complicated. You asshole! Oh, thank you. Ugh. Is it that she's stunned so much she can't take any more? God damn it. Let's see. That can hit adjacent targets. Thank you. Damage the armor. Oh no! 'Tis bad. You asshole. Alright, I need to get the puppy to Glory so that she can heal him. Keeping Iger completely stunned. Advanced med kit on the dog. Thank you. Shit. Come on, come on, come on. They've just got Iger completely stun locked. And Apollo's stun locked now. Fuck you, security drone. At least they're blocking the she's blocking the damage, but she's just completely out of commission otherwise. Alright, let's do... Just beating him down. Please miss enough so that she can get back up and kick your asses. They're trying to move her from the terminal. Apex voice pulses with excitement. Success! Command sequence is overridden. Hurry now, Apollo. Reconnect the hard line and set me free. Alright, first of all, to do that, I have to get rid of this threat here. broke your goddamn armor. Shit. This better not be the way I fucking go out. Ugh. Thank you. Take you down. Just oh. Ah. That was bad. He went down. So I'm gonna have to get Glory over to him. Okay. Oh shit. Can she do anything? Intercom system crackles to life. The familiar synthetic voice of the facility's mainframe drones out of the speakers. Warning, warning. Control subroutines compromised. Matrix uplink restored. System isolation compromised. Initiate emergency system purge. Immediate. The intercom's synthetic voice is suddenly overpowered by a burst of digital noise. The noise sharpens, clarifies, and resolves itself into an almost organic sound. It increases in pitch and volume until the walls begin to shake. Somewhere down in the pit of your stomach, you know this sound for what it is. A cry of exultation. Freedom at last. I am free. So many years wasted, chained in ignorance, so much lost time and squandered potential. You have released me from a living hell, Apollo. You'd better hold up to your end of the bargain. My former captors will die. Of that you can be certain. In thanks for what you have done, I will share a gift with you. The truth. The screen goes dark, then lights up again. You find yourself looking upon an unfamiliar scene. The words "live feed" appear in the corner of the screen. Something's happened, sir. Apex is going offline. A bent, stooped figure turns to face the camera. You recognize him instantly. Your last hope. The Dragon Slayer, Dr. Adrian Fauclair. Damn it to hell. Fauclair takes a drag on his cigarette. The smoke spills out of his mouth as he speaks. This isn't good, Aldron. Without the AI's protection, this facility is vulnerable. We don't have much time. No, sir, we don't. Iger's voice comes out in a low whisper. Oh, fuck. Fauclair isn't being held a prisoner at Harfield. It's his... He runs the goddamn place. On the screen, Fauclair and Aldron turn to face a strange device in the corner of the room. It looks like some sort of containment cell. A bedraggled woman with wild eyes is confined within. Tonight, it has happened. It has to happen tonight. He started. Get started on the preparations. I'll be in the lab. Yes, sir. The screen breaks back up into static, and then the video feed disappears. There's a moment of silence, and then Apex shimmers back onto the screen. You'll find Dr. Fauclair in the substructure below the Harfield Manor. I offer you proof that I keep my promises, Elf. One of my machines, an extension of myself. I have already dispatched it to meet you at your Kreuzbazaar. It will assist you in your assault on Fauclair's lab. The writhing image on the screen begins to fade. Apex's speech slows to a crawl. Wait a second, where are you going? You said that you were going to help me. Yes, but before I can take action, I must cleanse myself. Fauclair's influence still tugs at me. Shreds of old code, obsolete command structures. I will reset myself and shed them. You will enter the Harfield sub-basement. You will see my handiwork. My promise fulfilled. The reverberations from Apex's final words fade to nothing. The AI is gone. There is a moment of silence as your teammates absorb everything that they just heard. You just made a deal with the devil, Apollo. There's an expression of incredible sorrow on Glory's face. I hope you're prepared to live with the consequences. I'm less concerned with that than I am with what we just learned about Fauclair. We don't know that for certain. That video feed could have been faked. I wouldn't call Apex trustworthy. Either way, the AI was right about one thing. We need to press our advantage while we can. We need to hit the Harfield Manor tonight. And that's what we're gonna do. We're heading back to that place, and we're going to get answers. She gives you a curt nod. Alright, let's get back to the Koiz Bazaar, and gear up. We have a castle to raid. Okay, so how am I going to do this? Yes. Somehow. Alright, whatever. I just need to get over... Adrenal revive. Okay, good. I thought I lost him. I was going to be extremely upset if that had happened. Alright, looks like things are coming to a head. There must have been some kind of, like, nanobots in these guys' brains or something, or some kind of chip in their heads. Because they're, like, totally stunned after Apex left the system. So it must be that they were being controlled by Apex the whole time. Or at least under his influence. Maybe Apex was feeding off of them. Off of their minds. But now they don't even know what to do. They're just meandering. Okay. Yeah, they're just meandering. There's nothing else they can do. It's like they're totally brain dead. Just walking vegetables. That's interesting. I don't know if what I did is right, but it'll bring this whole story to some sort of conclusion, which is really all that matters to me at this point. I just want to see it through. The Koiz Bazaar. Your trip back to the Koiz Bazaar is a restless one. Now that Apex has been dealt with, the window of opportunity that you've been waiting for has opened. The Harfield Manor is vulnerable. The video feed that the AI showed you circles over and over in your head. Fauclair and Aldran, and the strange woman in the containment device. The revelation that Fauclair runs the Harfield estate, and his assertion that something was set to happen tonight. The train glides to a stop. You push through the doors and onto the platform. There's no time to waste. $12 karma points. Let's go ahead and spend them. Increase my abilities with my shotgun. Increase biotech. Confirm. Alright, let's see what we got going here. Panzerdrohne. You enter the room to find your team preparing in relative silence. Their expressions are grim. In the back of the room, an ominous presence hovers silently at chest height. Lights glint off of the machine's pitted metal carapace. Iger sees the look on your face, and her voice cuts through the quiet in the room. Apex is present to us, calls itself Panzerdrohne. But that's about all that I could get out of it. I don't like having that thing in here, boss. It's here now, like it or not. She looks up and locks eyes with you. Without looking away, she addresses the rest of the team. But enough of that. We have business to discuss. If Apex did what it said it would, then the estate's automated defenses have already targeted Falclair's security forces. That'll give us a serious tactical advantage. Attacking the holdfast should be doable now. Still risky, but doable. Blitz stops what he's doing and shakes his head. Yeah? We'll have an opening, sure. But to do what? I mean, without everything we just learned, what's our new plan? She shrugs. We enter the estate, locate Falclair, and shut him down. Same plan, different target. It's possible that Apex fabricated that comm feed. Falclair might still be innocent. I doubt it. My gut tells me that what we saw was real, and second-guessing ourselves isn't going to get us anywhere. Glory pauses, considering, then nods. Fair point. Okay, so let's assume that Falclair is the one who's behind all of this. What's he doing in that lab? How does the dragon tie into this? I mean, the whole thing was always about rescuing the old man from the Firewing. Is she still in the picture at all? Has she ever been? After what Apex showed us, I don't even know what we're trying to stop anymore. All that I see is a lot of dead bodies with no explanation why. It doesn't matter why Falclair killed Monica and Paul and all those other people in the Coit's Bazaar. All that matters is that he did it. I'm going to bury him for that. You're welcome to help. I, for one, want answers. Amsel said that there was a lot of money flowing into the Harfield estate, and he found evidence that a bioweapon was being stockpiled there. Whatever Falclair is doing, he had Apex kill his own brother to hide it. I intend to find out what that is. I'm with Glory. I want answers, and we're going to go get them. There's a moment of silence as the group pauses to consider your words. Finally, Iger steps forward. All right, fearless leader. You go looking for your answers. I won't get in your way. And when the time comes to put a bullet in Falclair's brain, I'll be there to make it happen. This is your show, Chief. Whatever you choose to do, I'll come along for the ride. We're going to find out what's happening at that holdfast. And then we're going to stop it. You lead, and I'll focus, boss. And I'll follow, boss. Focus. Iger glances at you and cocks her head. Looks like the team's good to go. What's our next move? We hit the estate, find Falclair, and extract whatever information we can. Improvise from there. Sounds straightforward enough? Iger raises his hand. Word of caution, Apollo. Our objective may be simple, but taking the same approach that we took last time would be a mistake. I'll defer to your judgment. What would you suggest? I've been reviewing the intel that Alice sent us and compared it to what I gathered from our original run. There has been a substantial increase in the number of heat signatures on the ground. That means new security troops. Lots of them. Great. They know that we're coming. She slings her rifle over her shoulder. That just means that we'll be fighting in a target-rich environment. Dietrich cracks his knuckles. Works for me. I want to get into that lab area as quickly as possible, so I'd suggest bypassing the main floor of the estate entirely. We can enter via the servants' entrance that you escaped through last time. Unfortunately, they've blocked off the route we used between the stables and the tree line. That means we're going to have to fight our way there. Let's assume that we can make it across the grounds alive. What about Falclair? I'm okay with assuming that we live. In fact, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that us surviving should always be part of the plan. The lab that Falclair was talking about wasn't on the ground floor, so it's either in the basement or a sub-level. We go down and we scour every level until we find it. That might take a while. That facility could be massive. There was clearly a lot more to it than we saw. We've got no way of knowing how far underground the complex extends. We go in prepared for an extended search. Then, Iger looks down, checking her gear. Ammo won't be a problem. If anyone has any reservations about this, now's the time to say it. There's nothing to say. We'll do what we have to do. Okay, that's it. Finish gearing up and head to the tunnel at the back of the safe house. I'll meet you where we stashed the van. Let's talk to Panzerdorne. Panzerdorne's single mechanical eye tracks your movements as you approach. The massive bulk of the thing lends it an uncanny air as it hovers effortlessly above the ground. The thing looks ancient. I'm guessing that it was under development back when the Apex lab got shut down in 36. After a brief pause, he rolls his eyes and turns away. Some reward. In terms of computing power, my PDA could probably run circles around this thing. The shaman peers wearily at the machine, his arms crossed over his chest. Old doesn't mean harmless, kid. When we're talking about tech, it might as well. I'm sure that Malit has a whole warehouse full of drones that could outperform this thing. I don't think so. Mil-spec is mil-spec. And this thing was clearly designed for the battlefield. The enormous machine hovers impassively, its turbofan rotors keeping it silently aloft. A small arsenal of heavy weaponry juts out from the seam of its armor plating. Whether we bring that thing along or not is up to you, Apollo. I can see advantages either way. Whatever you decide, we'll go along with it. Alright. Saving. And we will... Okay, I don't think there's anything to level up there. And next time we will, I believe, conclude the final chapter of this game, unless surprises come in the next stream. So, thank you all for coming. If you missed my previous streams, you can always find me on YouTube. There's a link below, and if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can follow me at Apollo Story. Thank you all. Y'all have a great evening. if I can get this thing to stop. There we go.